Go. 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 Stay up there.
Technology lets drones deliver pizza. That'd be a nice fit. But to deliver powerful insights that are on target, you need more than technology. You need CDW.
We can help transform and manage your IT environment with a Dell technology solution, so you can use your data to innovate.
Oh, good to see.
Something here?
Tick, please. Dell Technology.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Throwing on first down. Charles looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. The 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the... Catch and run. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And this one is incomplete. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember earlier in the year, with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there.
He was a smart kid, not only academically, but in baseball knowledge.
Man, shut the fuck up.
That was his childhood. That's what he did.
He knew he was starting to come together as a baseball player. He hit for average, hit for doubles, singles, and consistent.
Ethan Bryan and Tyson Price were in summer. At home, at school, on the field, or in Ethan's car. Shuttling from one of those places to the other. Wednesday, September 16, 2020 was no different. I pull up, they're having an inter-squad game, and Ethan's coming up to hit. And I immediately thought, man, what great timing. He turns on one, and it's a good hit. The ball one hops the fence. Ethan looked up at me and he smiled and waved at me. And, I can see it. I can see the smile.
A happy father headed home for dinner. Ethan volunteered to throw a bullpen session, and Tyson stayed with him. A half hour later, the boys started driving home.
We're going down the road, and I'm looking down at my phone, and I'm picking out a song, and next thing you know, I kind of hear him say something, and I look up, and it just kind of happened.
Ethan swerved to avoid a slowing vehicle in front of him, clipping the rear of that car and running head-on into an oncoming truck.
I grabbed my phone, and the first thing I did was I texted my mom, and I said, me and Ethan were just in a car accident. My mom called me, and they're saying, I'm okay. I'm fine. I don't know about Ethan.
Y'all in the car together, nigga. What you mean you don't know?
They called Ethan's mother, Gotcha, the dog Dan.
It was like a scene of a movie. They covered him with a sheet in the car. And I lost it. I fell to the highway. And I was just in shock. I didn't know what to do.
Ethan Bryant was declared dead on the scene. He was 16 years old.
Damn. Damn.
Among the items
Fucking
recovered from
child.
the accident were Ethan's glove and baseball. That night, hundreds
God,
of
that
Colorado
fucking
residents were
sucks.
involved with what Ethan had buried just that afternoon. Days later,
Today,
the same field.
from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Let's get it.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
What the fuck, man?
A deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he finally goes out of
Bro,
bounds
I'm in.
across the opposite 40. A huge play there right off the bat. It would appear these guys aren't fooling around. A big play on the second play from scrimmage.
Well, last night at our meeting, you said you thought that they would test the secondary early, but I don't know if you meant it on the second play of the game. I thought you meant as we get into it a little bit.
Oh, he's a
man. Just come
man.
right out swinging.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Charles. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Fuck, man.
And he gets it inside the 10
Sparky.
to the 9. Same
No
result
more,
as
my
last
guy.
play, 14
No more.
yards and another 1st down. And again this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Operating from the gun. Charles throwing the out route and complete. That's more. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Charles. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Wiggles free, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call.
What you talking about, ref?
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Charles. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st and 10. Charles. This is caught. Touchdown. Elijah Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Lance. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Lance. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, it's Moore. And they're able get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On 1st down, it's McLaughlin. Good footwork at the 30. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Charles. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down now, it's McLaughlin. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Charles looking left side. He's got it complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the...
At 34 years old, that resilience has never been more painful. Hasn't everyone already learned their lesson by now? 4 titles, the all-time 3-point record, 2 regular season MVPs, and a finals MVP. What are they going to say now?
Down conversion. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. To throw on 3rd down. Charles. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at at the 25-yard line.
Sparky.
Yeah, I've seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now a handoff looking right. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Lance now on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Throwing now is Lance. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field.
Jalen would have caught.
They were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Lance.
God damn it, Trey.
It's intercepted.
Yeah. A bad fucking throw. Why you throw it like
This one
that?
back to the 29.
He's not even getting pressure or nothing. He just throws it to Calhoun.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if
No,
you're
it
a little
wasn't, bro.
early
Throw the
or a
ball to
little
the
late,
fucking end zone.
chances are there's
He's
going to be
by him,
someone there.
clearly.
And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Charles. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. This is taken at about the 14.
Block him, bro.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run on 1st down.
Damn, my bad.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Curtis. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Good job. Good throw, my boy. Hey, threw that hoe like a rock or some shit.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
I threw it right to him.
And that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Oh!
Be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
First finals MVP, sharing the moment with his father, former NBA player Del Curry, played 16 years in the association. Wardell Stephen Curry and
He's not even any pressure. Why is the ball so bad?
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 39. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will knot us up at 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one
Good
of those
job,
special
everybody.
plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Back to throw. Charles. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their
Superb, my
timeouts
dog, yeah.
as they get
That
the
boy,
stop.
that's
Over
wild.
50 seconds to go in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Shake him. Damn. Just hit that nigga with a move, my boy. You gotta catch that bitch and start going forward immediately.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it for you. Yeah, that's a wrap for you, my boy. Too much space.
Lance looking to throw it.
Throw that bitch.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Lance. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught.
Fuck you, Kyle Hamilton. You bitch.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Didn't let me throw it good the first time. It's the same route.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
One hand on him. It looked like he almost got tackled by the ball. Shit. I almost took myself out.
Guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Actually. Oh, run a slant.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Might be perfect. Yes, sir. We're going to get him, Rosie. Oh.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. But the pressure, it's got to him.
Damn, big 75.
To step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall.
Good pass.
Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Browns drive about to get started.
Oh, let me have it. Damn. Damn.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw on second down, Charles. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Charles.
Boom! Ain't no fucking way.
It's Miller.
Ain't no way.
Signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now they got to check. Okay, let's see.
Back to throw again. He finds his man.
That's what I'm saying. He got to come off that ball, dog.
Get it down here to the 43.
Gotta come off it. Shrugs that hoe. Oh, so
we
the
have reached
other
halftime
one.
here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Chris Godwin, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Landry Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's He's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
92 took one on the chin. Boom. Shit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The Lance going to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
No!
And this nearly an interception.
Bro.
But it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now play fake. Lance.
Oh, yeah, dollar bill.
Look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And
Oh, you
defensively,
niggas
they
got
were in
weird
zone
face,
coverage
man.
there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, It took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals,
fucking pass.
not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And the drive starts with completion left side. And
First
he'll
and
have this
fucking
past
20.
the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a handoff.
Got him.
Out of the gun.
Jump over. Let's go, Rosie. Let's go, Rosie. Stop fucking playing. Yeah, 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 Orlando Black.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game
Boom, Orlando. Let's fucking go. And it was me. Is that Dede Richards? Get off me. Let's go. Smacked his ass too. Nigga don't even care.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Following the fumble recovery, Curtis rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night.
Yeah, yeah, Sean Murphy Bunting.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back up. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And that is incomplete here. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Charles, he's going to look deep for more, and that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Texans who have scored to grab the lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Oh, man.
Touchdown, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Reception here by Ruggs. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance.
Oh,
it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Charles. He finds his man. Complete. It's McLaughlin. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half and good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatic.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. He's going to try and go deep again.
Oh, baby Riley, he almost grabbed that bitch.
Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
41 the mark, 41 the mark. Check 41.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
God damn it.
Force it in, and it's intercepted.
AJ fucking Terrell.
And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
That's why I be saying I be fucking
6 on the play, and that'll make it
plays.
2nd down. Looking to throw. Charles toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 30. 10.
Whoa.
5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Back to throw. Charles. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Charles.
Yeah, 31. I
The
think he's been
contact
balling.
well timed there, and now 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Ravensons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Oh, shit. Come on, Drizzy Drake. Get your ass open.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Throwing left side. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside.
Shit, she's big. Oh, she blew it.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now.
She got a hand one. Wow.
I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win.
Oh, shit. Hey, man, get off my bird legs, man.
It's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns.
Man, break this tackle, Drake.
At the 44-yard line.
Break that tackle, nigga. Yeah.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
The grown man
These
kid.
guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is
Get off
down.
me, little boy.
Down. How about
Get him
that?
off you, Drizzy. Get him off you.
They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender
Drake from
does.
State Farm.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, whoa.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Drop the biscuit in the basket. 2nd string.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Can't defend that.
Throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Who's out there? Medical Bill. Big Tanny, come on.
They'll look to throw.
You. Oh!
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it.
Oh, man. Ball just got to be on the ground. Fuck, throw the ball on the ground, Corey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Charles. He finds his man. Complete. It's McLaughlin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Yeah, Jay.
Pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush.
I love those kind of sacks where they can kind of reach past the lineman.
To the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Come here.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing it at traffic there, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Somebody's running free.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On play action, Lance.
Fit that bitch. Tried it. I could have probably threw it a tick earlier.
There stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's see if you can run.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Lance with a tap forward on a jet sweep.
Get your little ass in here.
Very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens appear to be headed to a 9-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3, 4, and 5 between the 20s, but not down here.
Get your big ass in there.
And
Fuck.
He gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean,
Oh.
yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this. No, okay.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17.
Oh, let me hit him.
Get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Charles.
Man, whoa!
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called.
Oh, okay. That's what Scotty Miller's on. Bet.
With 5 seconds left. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone.
Oh, I
And that will be
snatched that
incomplete.
bitch.
They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Ravens, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What's up with you, Jada? Made by Google. Because when Google makes your phone, your camera sees in the dark, sees all skin tones accurately, and pixels your photos like magic. Literally. With a battery that learns from you.
Oh, how the fuck nobody upgraded, man? Fuck
And
y'all.
new features are always dropping. So it all just keeps getting better. Google Pixel, the phone made by Google for all you love.
What's love? It's the poetry of stillness, of thunder in the unknown, discovering the virtues of
carpet brands. And we'll install it for you free of charge. And when it's done, you realize it looks amazing, even if you may never see it again. Start your installation today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Doing great, Riley. Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find real control. Find real roads.
Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. New models are arriving daily. Secure yours today. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
Welcome to the WNBA Halftime Report, presented by State Farm.
Sabrina Ionescu doing Sabrina things. She's flirting with a triple-double right now, 7 points. That's 1-3 in the concrete jungle. Sabrina trying to make this a ball game in New York. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. There's a lot to celebrate today. Happy Father's Day, happy Juneteenth, and obviously it's WNBA Sunday, so thanks for joining us for that. I'm Angel Gray alongside Andrea Carter. We do have Seattle in New York for this game, and this is the third and final matchup of the series. It's also Super's final game in New York as a pro. Seattle was up as much as 9 points. How did New York get back into this one?
Well, they got back into it with their transition defense, right? Seattle had 11 fast break points in the first quarter. That's how they stretched the lead. They were held to 11 fast break points in the half. So New York picked up their transition defense, and New York is not the best offensive rebounding team, right? Sometimes when you crash the offensive glass, it hurts your transition defense a little bit. New York doesn't crash the offensive glass like that, so their transition defense should be spectacular. They picked it up in that second quarter. 2 bright spots so far in the game. Maureen Johannes for New York, 11 points is phenomenal, but it's even harder to score 11 points when you're chasing Jewel Lloyd around on the defensive side. I chased Jewel Lloyd around in college. I never scored any points because I was exhausted chasing Jewel Lloyd around. So shout out to Maureen Johannes and Gabby Williams. Strong performance. I like her aggression so far.
And 2 players in double figures for Seattle at half, so that's a really bright spot for Seattle at this point. But hey, guys, it's All-Star voting. It's underway. The deadline is tomorrow. So here's a few things that you can look forward to. Asia Wilson and Breanna Stewart topped the first round of All-Star game voting, with both receiving over 20,000 votes. Yes, you heard me right, Andre. 20,000 votes. After using a Team USA versus Team WNBA format last year, due to the Olympics, though, the league has returned to a playground-style captain's draft for this year's All-Star game. As it stands, Wilson and Stewart would serve as the captains. Those are your top 10, but what 2 players stand out to you, Dre?
Well, listen, 2 players that I have to touch on. One is on this list, and one is not. I'm going to get to that in a second. But Jackie Young, I have to start with her because she has impressed me the most, not because of the numbers she's putting up this season, which are phenomenal, but because of the improvement from last season. Last year, Jackie Young scored 19 or more points 4 times. She scored 19 or more 9 times in 12 games, and she's increased her three-point field goal percentage by 20. That's unheard of.
I'm just saying, it's what she's done in the dark, too, because she came back stronger and even better. But Alicia Gray, too. Gray gang in the building saying, I got a few things in my bag as well.
Yeah, Alicia Gray was not on that top 10, and when I checked some of the numbers, she wasn't in the top 20 in fan voting, which is outrageous. Alicia Gray is a phenomenal basketball player, putting up impressive numbers. 7th in three-point field goal percentage, but she's made twice the amount of threes than all but 2 of the players above her, right? It's harder to have a higher percentage when you're taking a lot of threes. And I want to get this quote right, okay, because this is from Noelle Quinn. She emphasized making sure when Seattle played Dallas, making sure they knew the importance of Alicia Gray. She said Gray is the key to their success. There's a significant drop-off when she is not on the floor. So if you are not voting for Alicia Gray, I don't know what you're doing. You've got to vote for Alicia Gray. Put her in the All-Star.
I mean, you can do it 3 different ways. You can go online, you can go on Twitter, you can do a couple of things to make sure you're voting for her, because you made a good point.
She's
there,
spot on.
go ahead and do it. Well, a couple of GOATs announced their retirement after the season. We talked their impact, and they're still getting things done. We'll talk about all that after the break.
A lot of people assume NBA players can reach anything. Just like they assume they can't afford great insurance. But State Farm has rates that fit any budget.
Here you go.
Thanks, Chuck.
He's your master.
Thanks, Bubba.
Do you need to reach anything else?
No.
Because I can reach it.
With surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Question for you, Snoop D-O-double-G. What are we doing today?
just living the fine life, baby.
Great. I love that. Just blocking off my calendar.
Yeah, all right, real quick. Best plans or no plans.
You know what, Snoop D-O-double-G? I think you might be right.
I know I am, Andy. And you can just call me Snoop.
You got it, Snoop. D-O-double-G.
With our largest capacity third rack dishwashers from Whirlpool, you won't have to leave that final mug, blender jar, or last dirty dish behind. Live it more, run less with Whirlpool.
Introducing the first ever Mazda CX-50.
With 40 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar, Muscle Milk Pro helps build muscles. You don't just build muscles, you build strength by inspiring those around you. So go, own your strength.
Here we go. Onto the battlefield clock.
Please don't bring it up.
Bring what? Kayak?
Excuse me? Do the research, Todd.
Listen to me. Kayaks features hundreds of travel sites that find you great deals on flights, cars, and hotels.
They're lying to you.
Who's they? Kayak?
Open your eyes.
Compare hundreds of travel sites at once. Kayak. Search one and done.
Do you think people know what Title IX is? We want to make sure that any girl born in this world would have a place to compete. It just became completely unacceptable.
Hopefully we played a small part in ensuring that for many decades girls would continue to fly.
I'm standing on your shoulders.
Laws change because people's voices are heard.
Watching the WNBA halftime report presented by State Farm.
Well, two of the best to ever lace them up in the league history. Sylvia Fowles, the 2017 MVP, is a two-time champion and has been named Defensive Player of the Year 4 times in her illustrious career. And Sue Bird is a 12-time All-Star, the most selections in WNBA history, and has been named to 8 all the WNBA teams. You know the phrase, numbers never lie. You can see them there. That's individually, though. Together, they have also won 4 gold medals together. Sue Bird does have 5, but the fact that they are well aware of how great one another are and how they've impacted this game is great, Joya.
And they're just such consistent players. And you said numbers don't lie, but we've got to go back to a couple of performances from these absolute legends. When you talk Sue Bird, you've got to go to the mask game. After suffering a broken nose in Game 4 of the 2018 semifinals, Sue Bird rocks the mask in Game 5, led the Storm to a decisive victory. She scored 22 points, 14 of which were in the fourth quarter. It was clutch basket after clutch basket. Seattle ends up going on to the finals, sweeping the Mystics to win the title. Oh, and on the final day of the regular season, let's go back a little bit further to 2017. Sue Bird passed Tisa Finiciero for the most assists in WNBA history. Bird finished the game with a season-high 13 assists.
And on July 9, 2021, Bird recorded her 3,000th career assist, becoming the first player in WNBA history to reach that mark. But, hey, we got to talk about big still, playing big all her career. She's been dominant.
Yeah, let me take you back to last season. So Sylvia Fowles proved age is just a number. Put up huge numbers against the Dream last June. Had 26 points and 19 rebounds. 19 was just one shy of her season high. That happened in 2021. And later that season against the Storm, this is when the season high happened. Sylvia Fowles, y'all, 29 and 20 in the 6-point win against Seattle.
You don't need 20/20 vision to see the 2020 game and how she's been able to do that. The 4 times that she's had that in her career, it marked her 4th. But the fact that she's doing things at a high level, I was able to actually get a text from her, and I said, what performance really stands out to you? She said, honestly, the fact that I'm just still and the fact that I can show up every day continues to inspire, continue to impact. So we want to say thank you to both. Obviously, we want to give both players their flowers because they deserve it. They've done so much for this game.
You got a text from So as a subtle flex.
That's a subtle flex. has been absolutely incredible. But we'll see more that she can get done in her last game in New York. We got the second half coming. Sue Bird going against Sabrina Ionescu. Real neck and real neck and is real.
This halftime is presented by State Farm.
Google Pixel, the only phone made by Google. Because when Google makes your phone, your camera sees in the dark, sees all skin tones accurately, and fixes your photos like magic. Literally. With a battery that learns from you and adapts to last over 24 hours. And new features are always dropping. So it all just keeps getting better. Google Pixel, the phone made by Google for all you are.
Listen up. There's something we need to address in youth basketball. Young girls don't have nearly as many role models in leadership as young boys do. This is a big factor in the uneven dropout rates of girls in sports and adds to the overall gender gap. We need more women to get involved as coaches and mentors. The more you get involved, the more I stay involved. So come be a part of the solution. Register now at juniorNBA.com/yourtimeto play.
It's lights out and away we go. To the big rim. Finally ready to go. The College World Series in Omaha.
The Men's College World Series continues today on ESPN and ESPN2.
With broken supply chains and lives disrupted, businesses like Amazon have invested to deliver on time for you and help hundreds of thousands of small businesses gain access to millions of online shoppers. But Washington politicians have a law that could break Prime's guaranteed 2-day free delivery, threatening our fragile economic recovery. Tell Senators Kelly and Sinema, don't break our Prime. Oppose S. 2992. Paid for by CCIA.
Dude, great ride, right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find real control. Find real roads.
Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. New models are arriving daily. Secure yours today. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
Once I did tell my story, the whole world knew about it. It's beyond me. It's beyond sports.
We're still fighting for equality. We're still fighting for respect.
We really pioneered the beginning of female esports.
That is the sisterhood with a capital S. It just felt like we get a chance to play something that we've always wanted to play.
It's all about making the path as clear as possible so that way women can thrive.
Welcome back to ESPN's coverage of the WNBA. Presented by Google, proud presenter of the 50/50 shorts, now available on YouTube. Second half about to this season just a little while ago. 24, the youngest to have 2 career triple-doubles. Dangerfield can't get the roll. Stewart coming up with the rebound.
And when I mentioned New York's defense, not letting Stewie go off. Not letting Stewie go off these days is like not letting her have 20 and a half. So she didn't have 11, but it was Sue Bird and Jewell Loyd that struggled. Jewell was 1 for 9, but hit a bucket there that hopefully can help her start to get into a rhythm.
The last 2 games, 4 of 19 from the floor, and so Jewell hit that shot. Let's head over to Holly.
Well, Jewell Loyd has struggled in her last couple of games, and her coach, Joel Quinn, said, I had to really get into her at halftime of the Minnesota game. She is from California, and she said, I had to go west side on her at halftime. Really got after her, and she said, we need Jewell to step up, not press, and be that second or third scorer that we're looking for. You see Jewell come out and start the second half with a nice shot.
Bird, her first 3 of the afternoon.
I would love to show a replay of that ball movement out of the double on Breanna Stewart. Just really good moving the ball for Seattle.
It's an 11-2 Seattle run. They lead it 45-37. We'll take a quick timeout and come right back to Brooke.
ESPN's coverage of the WNBA, presented by Google, is brought to you by AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure. And Amex. It's never a question if, but when.
You know that show I was telling you about? Yeah, I was so close to the stage when I saw her, and she took me in. Wasn't expecting that. It was
Literally the greatest thing I've ever seen. It was such a scene, but I looked pretty hot.
so hot. I mean, the look on his face.
Listen, you really missed out on the best part.
Time of our lives. You really have to be there. When you're with Amex, you always have a story to tell. It's never a question of if it's going to happen. It's when.
The next pick in the NBA draft is Johnny Davis.
The toasted cheddar chalupa is back, only at Taco Bell.
What's up? Got any action movies?
Walk with me.
What's that? Some sort of relic?
It's a VHS with the best action movie, Poop on Fire.
What's it about?
Ever since she was a little girl, Lisa was an unstoppable point machine. And very powerful people noticed her skills. They gave her a mission. Dunk the ball, save the world. Impossible, right? Not for Lisa. She could score from anywhere. And no matter how her rivals tried to move in on her, no one could touch her. With 30 seconds left, a team of deadly assassins chasing her down. Lisa made one final risky move. We saved all humankind.
You just ruined the end.
Bring it back in a few days.
With 40 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar, Muscle Milk Pro helps build muscles. You don't just build muscles, build strength by inspiring those around you. So go, own your strength.
The first flight to Mars is full of huge unknowns. Getting there first is important, but getting there in one piece is more than important.
You got one shot at this. Way to make it count.
They meet the world's superpowers at their own game.
This is different.
It's much bigger.
Welcome back to New York, and what Seattle's offense is known for is movement and spacing. Right here, you got a double on Breanna Stewart. You reverse the ball and
will sit down, and Brianna Stewart has just picked up her fourth foul. So Stewie has 4. So does Natasha Howard on the other side. Stewie sits down with the 4 personal fouls. Shot clock into single digits now. Well, Kubai in the game. Kubai known for her defensive prowess. Didn't even really shoot that much in college at Georgia Tech. Lavender. One and done. Kubai comes up with the rebound. Get it into Kubai, who's able to save the possession. Now Wickham with a little fancy lay-in.
Really good tape by Sammy Wickham. When you're a three-point shooter, the defense is going to close out on you. Can you make a move to the bucket?
Williams with the move. Second bucket of this quarter. 15-6 New York run now.
And obviously everyone has to be ready to score with Brianna Stewart on the bench.
Threes are usually New York's best friend. Wickham with the miss. Williams comes away. Chancey pass. And Edie Richards read it all the way, but got there just a flash too late. Picked up the foul.
The classic Edie Richards play there on the hustle. Wait till she just gets that one step back. That'll be a steal. You can't get away with making passes like this when Edie Richards is around. And again, a step too slow on that one. But as she works her way back, that's exactly what her specialty is. That'd be going the other way for a layup.
Just the second game of the year for Richards. Out with a hamstring injury. Only played in the season opener until today. Abby Williams with the miss. Kubai gets another rebound. Escu working against January. Trying to buy the charge call. None forthcoming. January fouled by Wickham. And then runs into Underwear. Second foul on Wickham, who has 11 points off the bench. Thanks to 3 threes. Sends January to the free throw line. Upcoming national TV schedule. Don't have to wait long. At the top of the hour on CBS Sports, the Mystics host the Sun. Then tonight at 6 Eastern on CBS Sports, the Lynx take on the Aces. That Connecticut-DC game, by the way, on CBS. And you see the doubleheader coming on Tuesday with NBA coverage.
I'm locked in for that Washington-Connecticut game. That's going to be a great one. Connecticut in their win over Seattle. Late game, DeWanna Barnes just took over. They have so many weapons, especially when they're playing in their big lineup. Really hard to match up with. Bree Jones is phenomenal off the bench. Just a lot of talent for Kurt Miller.
Trying to get that elusive first championship in Connecticut. Escu threw it up with a shot clock expiring, and the ball goes over to Seattle with 4.6 seconds left to go in the quarter. Neither Bird nor Stewart are out there for Seattle.
So you would think, Jewel Lloyd may look to take a shot here. It'll be Ezzy.
Ezzy taking it right to Honshu, and he scored! Another creative 6'10".
Tough bucket by Ezzy McLemore. Who said big girls can't put it on the deck and take it to the rim? 6'10", no problem. Ezzy McLemore with the score.
Introducing Gatorade Fit. Fitness starts from the inside out. Get healthy, real hydration and no added sugar, artificial sweeteners, or added colors. hydration, all G.
A lot of people assume NBA players can reach anything. Just like they assume they can't afford great insurance. But State Farm has rates that fit any budget.
Here you go.
Thanks, Jankra.
He's your master.
Thanks, Boomer.
Do you need to reach anything else?
No.
Because I can reach it.
The surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
So forget it. What are you telling me? What are you better for? What are you ready for? What's next for you? What is the next round that you should go?
I'm undefeatable, my pretty proud one, so I am unreachable. And I'd rather you forget me than remember me wrong.
His power can be
With broken supply chains and lives disrupted, businesses like Amazon have invested to deliver on time for you and help hundreds of thousands of small businesses gain access to millions of online shoppers. But Washington politicians have a law that could break Prime's guaranteed two-day free delivery, threatening our fragile economic recovery. Tell Senators Kelly and Sinema, don't break our Prime. Oppose S 2992. Paid for by CCIA.
Dude, great ride, right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center.
My feet. The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. New models are arriving daily. Secure yours today. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
Welcome back to ESPN's coverage of the WNBA presented by Google, here with Maureen Johannes, who actually prefers to do this in French. She's a little nervous. Tu jouais très bien aujourd'hui. Qu'est-ce que c'est le secret pour le succès? Oui, c'est un peu stressant. Mais voilà, je pense que je me suis habitué à l'équipe maintenant. Et c'est un peu nouveau pour moi, mais ça va, je m'habitue et l'équipe essaie de bien jouer avec moi. Tu es très confortable
free broadcast or otherwise used in any form without the express written